Hi, my name is Terry Lee, and I'm from Sweet Pea Papers in the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. And it is time. It's time for our drawing. And I got the book finished, and it's all done and ready to go. And as you can see, it's pretty good sized. And I'm not going to do a flip through. There's going to be a flip through up in a couple of days, so you can check it out there. And what we're going to do is the prizes. Let me get on the right page here. I should have had it on the right page. First place prize is the completed Wizard of Oz book. The second place prize is a complete Yellow Brick Road embossing set, which includes gold embossing, powder white, and the pad and the heat gun. And then the third place prize is a one-on-one 1-hour tutorial with moi. Okay, and so the celebration is ended today, and I'm going to do the drawing right now. There's 159 entries, and so what we're going to do is I'm at random, I've got a random number generator, and I've put the numbers 1 through 59 in there. That's at calculator.net, and you click on the math tab. Okay, so for the third place prize, let's generate a number. 116. 116 is on here somewhere. 116 is Lori Smith. So Lori, it looks like I'll be meeting you pretty soon. Highlight you. Right. Third. Pick up my highlighter. Because, you know, highlighters have a mind of their own. Nothing to say that they can't. Okay, for the second place prize, number 93. Okay, number 93 has got to be on this page. It is, and it's Shirley Wilson. So, Shirley, you won the embossing set. So you won prize number 2, your second place prize. And the winner of the book itself, is number 58. And number 58 is Terry Averill, right here. Okay, another Terry. Yay, that's good luck. Okay, first place. Okay, so that's our results. The first place prize for the book goes to Terry Averill. The second place prize for the embossing set goes to Shirley Wilson. And the third place prize, which is a one-on-one hour-long session with me, and you can ask me questions and things like that. And it may go a little longer if, you know, we need to. So that's it. That's our drawing. Congratulations to everyone who entered. And congratulations to everyone who won, and thank you to everyone who entered. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm so excited. I love drawings. Okay? All right, so now we're going to go back to the video where you can learn the rest of the part of making the Wizard of Oz book. Okay? Okay, thank you. I'll see you in the next video, next drawing. Bye-bye. Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. So you might want to go over there and check out the group. For most projects, there's a step-by-step PDF. This one, since it's an abbreviated version of what to do, or how I would do it actually, then there's no PDF for this. But almost every other one of my series does have one, and only members of the Facebook group get them for free. So onward and upward. In this video, we're going to decorate the signatures. Now, 1, 3. Okay, so what I've done is that I've gone through and I've sorted or started to sort, and then I realized I should probably be showing you what I was doing, into items that I had 3 of, because it ended up that I had enough pages left over. These are handy. I got them at Dollar Tree for $1. So anyway, I had enough pages left over for a third signature. So what I'm looking for are threes of things. Not necessarily the same thing as in the same picture or whatever, because we don't necessarily want that. But things we have three of, like this particular pocket, I have three of. I actually, wait a minute, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I actually set one of these aside, I believe. No, this one only has 2, so let me put this in the 2 pile. I do have a pile of items that I only have 2 of. So if we need something, we can stick an extra one in. Let me say that we're only going to be working on signature 1, and then you can carry it over to doing 2 and 3. So we're not going to decorate all 3. Now, the other thing that I did were that I put extras over here, things I had doubles of, or extras of, like in this case, things I had 4 of. I put the 4th one over here. So now that I have 4 of these, I can actually pick out 3 that I like, and then I'll have 1 for each. Now, some of these we may not have pockets for, or, you know, whatever. I can't believe I can't get that apart. So now I'm going to pick the 3 that I like the best. I like this one with Dorothy and the mice and the mouse queen. I think it's the mouse queen. Because it actually isn't in the story. So, but neither one or all of these. Now, these are the little people from the story, so let's definitely keep that one. This one is from the story, and this one isn't really from the story as far as I can tell. This one has all 3 characters, so I'm going to keep that one. So now you see the crazy way my brain works, and how I kind of sort the way I sort things out. So in my extra pile, like I said, I have things that I have 4 of. Let me set this to the side. Get the cover as well. I also decided to, I've got this booklet, and I made it, I went ahead and stapled it. I added, I believe, 3 pages of coffee dyed paper inside. The first one I made was one that I had sprayed with my acrylic paint that was a metallic mixed with alcohol, and that makes it evaporate really fast. So the alcohol liquefies the paint, but then when you spray it, it also makes it dry faster. Then I have the 2 cover pieces, and just so you know, when we do the cover, there's actually going to be a gap in when I record this, because I ordered some poppies to put on the cover, and they won't be here for a few days. So now we've got these piles sorted out. Then I wanted to look at several things. These are things that I'm not really sure what I have. 1, 2, 3. So these are not actually the same, the exact same, but I think I had a set of 3 here that weren't exactly the same for these pockets, but these pockets are kind of big. I do like these because they're extra writing space. Wait a minute here. Got 2 of these, and I've got 2 of these. Some of them came, I have 2 other kits that I used that printed out for me extra ephemera doesn't really look like I needed it because there's not that many pages in every signature. So, or pages to decorate. So it's going to be more of a visual book than it is a writing journal, except for we'll have the coffee dyed papers. And I decided that I will decorate the corners maybe, but leave most of it for writing space, since there's a lot of picture pages, using the ones that we cut out and we divided per signature. So now there's 2 of these, and there's 2 of these. So let's paper clip these. So there's 2 of those and 2 of those. So we're gonna put these in the I've got 2 of these pile. And these I really like, so I may print out one more of this little triple one. And I'm tempted to put a little bit of coffee dyed paper in there, and putting this in the back with the notebook that we're going to put in the pocket in the back. So if we do that, then that means I only have 1 of these. So this pile is the 2 pile. Wait a minute. That's 1. This is 2. And I've paper clipped them together so that they're not all over the place. Okay. So now this, I have 1, 2 of these, I believe, but I do like them. So, oh, this is the one. So I have 1 of this. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. These are the 2 piles. You can't see them, but I'm looking at them. These are extras. So I should put them in the extra pile. I'm having quite a few extras, but these are the one-offs. This is actually an extra. I believe we have 3 of these already. So let's put that in with the extras. And these are things I only have 1 of. Wait a minute. Where was the other thing that I only had 1 of? I only have 1 of these. I have 2 of each in this pile. And I really like these postcards. So I'm tempted to print out another page of the postcards. So I have 1 extra, and then I have 3 of these. And that's what I'll probably do. So I'm going to put these over here for right now. And then we have some small ephemera that we can place, you know, where we need. There's 1 of these. So let's put this in the 1 of these pile. And then we have the offcuts that we can make extra pockets with if we need. Okay, so I'm going to set that stuff to the side. I really don't have room for the cover. There we go. And so this is the extras pile. So I'm going to put that kind of far away because I probably won't need it. And I don't think I'm going to need the offcuts for pockets either. Yeah, 1 of these. And 1 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of these. So I probably could divide 1 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of these into 3s, into a 3. This pocket, actually, I like this better. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3 of these. Each of them are writing elements. Oh no, this is an envelope. See, this is how my brain works and how I get upset in my head. All right, so I'm going to set those over there. So we've got lots of these little guys. Oh, and I found some ephemera, and so I cut that out and I set that all together, and we'll go through probably at the end and add these little guys in places that are empty, that we need them in. So this is one that we have just one of as well, and these we have multiples of. We can put them where we need them. These belly bands, I made one bigger one that's 2 tickets wide, and then I made 2 thinner ones. And to fit in the book, we're going to have to cut a ticket off the end, so that's a twosie. So that'll probably be getting set in the little extras pile, and then but we'll have 3 of them, so we can put them wherever we like. Okay, so the other thing is that we know for sure, or I do, that I'm not going to put anything on the outsides of the signatures. So I'm just going to put this signature page. Okay, let me have some pop here. So I went ahead and glued that on before we started. The first signature is a little bit different. The first 2 pages, I'm doing them like they would be in the book. And so these pages are not going to be decorated either, so I went ahead and glued them in. And then this writing page, I dripped some water on the one I had, so I had to print one out. Don't ask me how I dripped the water. I'm not sure. I think I had some on my hand. And then this one on the back, I knew for sure I was going to glue on, so I went ahead and glued that on. And 1, 2, 3, 4 pages in this one, we know for sure we're not going to decorate. So this one I haven't glued on. It's like the one that I got water on that I set to the side. I thought maybe I would fussy cut out the poppy that sits on this page and glue it on up there and make that look better. So I don't know if that's making a lot of noise in the mic, but I had to adjust my shirt a little bit, so I apologize for that. So we're going to set this to the side as well. And that will be our decoration for this page, and that would give us a lot of writing space. Now I am going to decorate these pages, not all of them, but possibly, because we have 3 of each. So what I want to do is I want to separate them and do one for each signature, like sort them out. So then I'm only working with one set at a time, and I don't have that big pile of stuff that's intimidating. So I'm going to say signatures. Let me move this out of the way. I'm going to say signatures 1, 2, and 3. So then I'm going to separate this out to 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3. And then we're not going to use all of each of these. And in fact, I'm not sure if I even have cards that will fit in those. These will. They're not very big. I wonder. These might. There we go. So we can use one of each of 3. One of each of these. Oh, this looks like there's only 2. Oh no, there's 3. I had 2 more of these cards. Oh, I have a bunch more. I'm gonna pick 2 more that are ones that are not pictures that are already in the book. Now this one is on the first page, or the first page after the opening one, so we're not going to use that one. I'm not sure we're going to use the covers because I believe there's only 1 or 2 of those, and I'd like to use the picture ones. So let me see. These all have a picture. I like the poppy fields. Oh, for goodness sakes. Yeah, this one's in the book. Here's another poppy one. And that's all I need, actually. It's 2. So these will go over in with the other extras. And in fact, they fit in the pocket, the extra pocket I have. Yep, so I don't need that one either. Or this one. Or that one. These don't look like they're inked. This one is, but these 2 are not. So let's ink these real quick. Everything has been inked. Wasn't sure which ones of these I was going to use, so I think that's why all of them aren't inked. Oh, I'm started using these domed daubers, and I like them a lot better than the flat ones. They fit around the edges of the corners better, or the edges of the paper better. It's funny, it looks like the back of this one has been inked. Oh, I had one that had already been done. Like I said, everything else has been inked, even this little tiny ephemera. So let's put 1 in each one. Oh, for pipe's sakes, get in there. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So you can see what I'm doing here. Okay? So we've got 3 booklets. These are the 2 extra cards. I've only got 2 of these. Let's set them up there because I really like them. And we've got 3 of these. So let's say 1, 2, almost ran out of paper clips. There were so many in this book. And some of the extras, or the multiples, we can stick in the pockets with these because they don't completely fill up the pocket. Oh, looks like we have an extra. Looks like we have an extra one. So let's use a Dorothy one versus a collage one. We'll use a poppy field. And this one. And we'll use this in this one. And then we have extra ephemera that we can put in with each one. So, and then we've got some words that we can cut out and put maybe on these 3 pockets. Then we have 3 of these, but I don't have 3 cards that are bigger. Yeah, I only have 1, so we may not need these 3. Yeah, I would bet these 3 are going to be extra, so I'm going to put them over here with the extras. Because we're going to have more than enough for each signature, I promise you. These fit here too. So I'm going to go ahead and put 1 and 2, and then I'll print out a 3rd one. Oh, I'll bet that's why those others weren't inked. So we'll put a postcard in that pocket too, because they're the only ones that the big stuff fits into. Okay, so we have our 3 signatures, we have our 3 piles of stuff, and that's what we're going to do. I think I'll probably go ahead and cut this apart and do that so we've got 3 of the same in each pile. So I'm going to put you on hold and kind of figure out, I'm going to figure out what I want for signature 1, 2, and 3, and there's no real rhyme or reason. It doesn't matter as far as the piles go and the things go. And I know that most of you would probably not go 1, 2, 3 of everything. But that's the way my brain works. So I'm going to put you on hold. And then we will come back and finish up on this. Okay. So now I've taken my ephemera and I had the 3 piles and I split them up into the 3 signatures. So there's signature 1 or 2 and signature 3. They're ephemera, and then here's the 2 signatures ready to go in the book. Okay, or ready to be decorated, I guess actually. Okay, so that's that. And now don't forget, we're going to have 2 laminated bookmarks, and I'm going to have a special video outside of this series on how to make a writing board, and then you'll be able to use that video to make a writing board for this book. Okay, just a note ahead of time, you can't use Mod Podge because it will smear the ink off of an inkjet printer. Okay, so we're going to laminate these 2, so we'll have those. I keep saying that, but I've never used my laminator before, and I don't know why I'm scared of the darn thing. It's very simple to do. I just need to do it. So I also wanted to mention the this company called Scrapbook Adhesives, and they make a product called Easy Dots Repositional Tape. And I'll show you why in just a second, why we're going to use this and why I bought it. And it also helps when you're printing on envelopes, which is another special video that's going to be separate from this series. And then you'll be able to see that in February as well. So, and the writing board videos in February. Now, as far as Signature 1 goes, I went through, and now this is me. I fussy cut out that flower like I told you I was going to, and then I fussy cut out the golden brick road, or yellow brick road, I'm sorry. And so we'll glue those to the page, and then that way it'll give it a little bit of decoration, but then you don't lose any of the writing space either. I'm going to leave this as a writing page. And we come in here, and we're going to have that big pocket with the several pieces of ephemera. Then we're going to have another writing page. Then we're going to have our insert, and then we're going to figure out some way to put our little booklet in here. We probably will make a decorative paper clip, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we're going to work on the page outside of the book, except for the coffee dyed papers, because we'd have to take them all the way out of the book. Well, we might be able to. Yeah, actually we will. Okay, so the first page that we're going to decorate is going to be this page. So let's take this paper out. Now look at that, we get 2 paper clips back. Okay, so we're going to take this out of the book. We're not going to need this yet. And we're going to glue our elements on. See, that'll look nice right there over the top. It'll be over the top. And then you're just going to go through and add your elements. Now, I'm not adding any of the words, and I'm not adding any of the little fussy cuts. You know, these little bitty ones here. I'm going to go back and add those as needed throughout the book. Oh, my hand is so cold. My emerald ring is going around. My emerald ring in honor of the Wizard of Oz. So we're going to put this right on top of the other one. Move it around just a little bit before it sticks. And I have to take this off. It's swinging around on my finger too much. Okay. My hands are freezing. Now we're going to do this one. If you've seen any of my page by page tutorials, I do the pages the same way in those. Not this exact way on this page, but I mean taking the paper off and working on it and then putting it back. So see, that gives the page a little bit of dimension without doing anything else to the page physically in the writing area, like adding a pocket or anything like that. So now we're going to turn this over. We're going to add our glue now that we're happy with the page. We don't have to reprint it or anything. It's easier to make a mistake on the paper off of the book than it is to make a mistake on the paper on the book, because then you're not going to be a happy camper. Just going to get this glued down. Move that over out of the way. And get this glued down. And we do have quite a bit of space. These pages came out a little small. And it's just because of the way the kit was designed. These come out to 8 1/4, and these pages are 8 1/2, so you can have an extra 1/8 around, versus the page by page books that only have a 1/16 all the way around. Okay, so then this page goes, and then we're going to put this on. Get this paper clip back. So all we have to do here is glue on the pocket. See if we can do that while it's still in the book. I turned it sideways so I know where I took the page out from. Yeah, this is where we're going to put it. So you can get a little wonky in your head there if you're not sure. Now this is a pocket, so it's going to be glued on 3 sides. Versus an element, which is glued on with 4, and versus a tuck, which is glued on with 2, and an up tuck or something like that, which is glued on with 1. And we're not going to put the ephemera in here yet, or if we put it in, we're not going to push it all the way down because the glue's not dry. And it will stick to the page. Oh, here it is. I was like, where is the ephemera for this pocket? So this is going to go in. We don't have it pushed down all the way. And then this, and then this. That's cute. And then we'll put this back in. And then this goes in here. Now, let's just put a ribbon on this paper clip and paper clip this back in. What do we got going on here? That one page is heavier now. So let's take a piece of our ribbon. Oh, I think I put it away. This is my go-to ribbon. I have a ton of it. My friend Dawn sent me some. A lot, actually. So let's unwrap some of this. Now, we can go back through and, sorry, my throat is not doing well today. Okay. And put lace through. I didn't think about it, you know, putting it on the pages before I decorated the Yellow Brick Road page, because I would have wanted to put it on first. But this page, I think we could put the ribbon on it, or the lace on it, on this short page, and then and then hook our paper clip our little booklet on. So let's take our insert out. Let's put a bead of glue. Oops, let's cut our piece of lace. How about that? And we're going to want the little lacy edge to go towards the outside. I don't have any Wizard of Oz charms, or this would be a good place to put one. You could clip it into the lace. So we're going to put a bead of glue down here. You're going to want to use your Fabri-Tac even if you don't normally, as we are gluing fabric. Lace is a fabric. And you want to make sure that the inside edge of the ribbon or the lace is straight all the way up. So we may have to come back and smooch it around a little bit. Definitely had to slide it down a little bit. So we'll put that on there. And then we'll trim it off. And before we put this insert back in the book, we'll go ahead and put this on as well. That looks pretty. Should have probably put it on. We could put it on this page. Maybe we could put it on both sides of the insert before we put this envelope on there. Okay, now we're going to take a piece of the lace. Oops. And we're just going to tie it on to the paper clip. I always make it a little long because of my hands. It's easier for me to tie it if it's long. Which this isn't as long as I usually do. Because we want to tie it in a knot. And then we're going to saturate it with glue so the knot doesn't slide around on the paper clip. You want to pull it tight. And do it one more time. We're going to pull it tight as it will go. And then we're going to take some of the glue and we're going to saturate it so it soaks down into the paper clip. And then we're going to have to set this aside to dry. And then we'll use a paper clip without the lace to paper clip this in so we know where it goes. And then we'll come back with the other one with the ribbon on it or the lace on it and clip it in permanently. Okay, so now let's put our lace on this side. goodness sakes. My hands are so cold. I apologize. I can't even get them to work. And it's not cold in here, in this room, at all. In fact, I made it quite warm for recording this, hoping my hands would feel warmer. And this kind of splurged out on the top because we had gunked so much into the lace. So that's a dry wet wipe. In other words, it's clean wet wipe that we just let lay out flat until it dried. They make wonderful little work cloths. I'm going to put the lace so it faces out. So I'm going to have to trim a smidge from both ends. I'm going to have to double check that glue right there too. Now we're going to have to pull this out so that it matches the rest. There we go, which is sticking out over the edge. Okay, we're going to take our pocket, and I think we should put it right about here on the page. Let's glue the back of it. See, if you paper clip it ahead of time and then you go back through, then it doesn't take you very long to attach what you want on the correct page. My alarm's going off. I'm going to have to put you on pause for like 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back for real this time. I came back the second time and forgot to hit record again, and so I did the last 15 minutes or so without you. So I didn't do a whole lot more on the video than add additional things to the signature. So let me show you real quick what I did, and then let me show you what I've paper clipped in for signature 2, because I thought I was going to have to record gluing and doing signature 2 as signature 1. I was very upset. Fortunately, 45 minutes of the video is all fine. So we're just going to go over this real quick. And I know where we left off because I just watched the video. And we left off right here gluing this on. So then my timer went off and I went away and I took my medicine and I came back, and apparently it had been recording the whole time. So when I hit stop, because I thought that there was a problem, then I thought I hit record. Record was already on. Anyway, it was just a mess. So we had glued the lace on. We glued the pocket on. So then we put this back inside, and then we just glued another pocket on, just like the one in the first half of the book. And I glued a belly band in, and I can show you that. In fact, I want to show you that in this one, and there's a reason for that. I didn't glue this page in because it was just gluing a page in, and the same with this one. I did glue, nope, I didn't even glue that page in because it was just a writing page. In Signature 2, I fussy cut out the rows and have it paper clipped to put it in. In fact, where is it? It's back in here. The books are not the same. The signatures are not the same. So some of the pages are the same, like the writing pages. And then this I used, which was one of the one-offs. Anyway, it's in here somewhere. All I did was fussy cut out the rows. Oh, here it is. And to put it in. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in this signature. And then I'll cut another one out for this one. And then that was the end. That was the end of the video. But I am going to go ahead and do the belly band in this one since you didn't see it in the first one. And then that'll be the real end of the video. So what I wanted to talk about first was the repositional tape. The kind I have that I like is from Scrapbook Adhesives, and it's called Easy Dots Repositional. And it comes out with little dots, just like some of the tapes do. The only thing about this glue, let me show you real quick, is you put it across here. Oops. I wasn't holding this very well. Anyway, and I put some ephemera inside. But the thing about this is you can stick it down so that the envelope doesn't stick open, but then you can open it and then you can close it again, and then you can open it again, and you can do that multiple times. Infinitum. Okay, so on this is too long. Okay, so we cut one of the little guys off, and on this one I'm going to cut off Glenda the Good Witch's wand. I know, it's so mean of me. But there's no Glenda the Good Witch in the whole book. So, you know, you can use it in somewhere in the book as an adornment. In fact, in this signature, I used the little scarecrow that we cut off in the first video that you didn't see, and I used him as an embellishment on one of the pages. So cutting him off, or cutting off the wand, doesn't mean it's the end of the wand. Let me ink that one end. So the whole thing is inked and I don't forget. Okay, so we glued this on. We're done with the repositional tape. We're going to use, or the glue, we're going to use the real glue. This one's going to be just as close as the other one. They're different envelopes, so I thought maybe they would be different sizes. I'm going to glue this a little farther down as well. And a little further up. Give us just a little bit more room. We're just going to slide the envelope in to keep it in there. Make sure you put your belly band in right side up. It's always a good thing. And then make sure it's straight. Another good thing. It's kind of hard because the pages slide around. Yeah, that looks good. And then all we did was we slid the envelope. And you could use something to embellish this if you wanted to. And then we just slid it in there to hold it. And that was the only other thing we did at the end of the video that you missed. Okay, So that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.